What's going on, Rooted? It is Wednesday. We got the hump day socks on. Getting you the midweek mobility video a little later than normal. We kind of got busy at the gym today, which is a good thing. So remember that our community movement focus for the month of March is getting up and down off the ground 10 times. Now, due to that, we're going to focus our midweek mobility this month on strategies to get up and down off the ground a little bit more efficiently. So we're going to learn the mechanics of the elbow get up. That's going to start the process of getting from our back up into a seated position. We're going to focus on something that we're going to call the figure 4 position, and then learn how to get from our butt up onto our knees. Since we are going to be putting some weight on our knees, you're going to want to make sure that the surface that you're working on is comfortable and has a little bit of give. If you don't, maybe omit those parts, but most of us are going to be okay to work on our knees for a little bit of time without too much discomfort. So, starting off on an elbow get up, okay? So we're going to lay down on our back. Right now I have my right side close to the camera. My left knee is going to be bent, and my foot's going to be planted on the ground pretty solid, okay? I'm going to have my right leg off at like a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to lay my body down. I'm going to take my thumb, and I'm going to place my right thumb, and I'm going to place it into my sternum. You can see that that lifts my elbow a little bit off the ground. I'm going to push hard through my left foot, and I'm going to turn my eyes, my head, and my shoulder until I prop myself up onto my elbow. And you can see that I'm now based on my shoulder. I don't want to let my elbow sag. I'm going to push the ground away. This is actually beneficial for your mobility because it creates thoracic extension and teaches us how to rotate through our rib cage. And I'm going to roll myself back down and then do it again. Right thumb to sternum, roll towards the camera, and then place my hand flat on the ground. Once I get here, I'm going to push into the ground and sit myself up. I'm then going to tuck my right leg in and then place my left foot over. This is called a figure 4 leg position. Really, really powerful position. You can do a lot of things here. So I'm going to move my left foot a little further out. I'm going to push my right hand into the ground hard, and I'm going to squeeze my glutes and lift my hips off the ground. Now I'm going to create hip extension here, which is great for our mobility because it opens up the front of our hips and then activates the back of them. And then I'm going to sit myself back down. I'm going to then switch everything over to the other side. Place my left hand down on the ground, really push hard through my right foot, and then squeeze my glutes and lift my hips up. I'm going to try to lock them out as hard as I can, and I'm really going to push hard into the ground with my left hand, and then come back down, and then switch it. And I'm just going to go back and forth between the two. I can go slow, I can go fast, but I really want to focus on pushing into the ground with left hand, right foot, and then right hand, left foot. Once I've done about 5 of those on each side, I'm going to move to the next thing. Once I get here, I'm going to lift myself up. I'm going to take my left hand, place it right here on the inside of my right knee, and I'm going to, as I lift, push my knee back until I get my knee under my body. And then I'm going to slide it back forward. Switch. Right foot presses hard into the ground. Left hand presses hard into the ground. Lift my hips up. Right hand to inside of left knee. And then push that leg back. Slide back. Flip. Lift. Slide back. Lift. Push. Slide back. All right, on the next one, I'm going to lift, push, and slide back. And then I'm going to sit towards my heel and come up onto my knee. Then I'm going to send my hips back, put my hand back on the ground. And if you see, I'm actually in a straight line with my knee. Easiest way to make sure you're in a straight line, physically slide your hand down your knee and then slide it straight out. Once you're here, push hard into the ground and then slide back to your starting position. Left hand pushes hard, right foot pushes hard, lift and slide back. And you can see that nice straight line that I create. lift, slide back, sit, come up. Switch, lift, slide back, come up. Once I get here, I can now square my body up. If I need assistance, I can have 2 chairs, a couple sticks, and I can stand myself up. Sit back. Watch what I do with my front leg. This is my left leg. I'm gonna swing it all the way around, slide down my leg, find the ground, engage with the ground, and then slide my hand through. Flip it around, lift, slide back, sit back, swing my foot forward, push into my object, anything that will help me stand up, or I can just stand myself up, come back down, swing that leg over to the side, slide straight down, and slide forward. Now, even though this will feel like exercise to a lot of us, it is actively improving your movement, actively improving the control of your body, which is essentially the definition of mobility, is you actively moving your joints through greater ranges of motion. Try this out, play around with it. I'm gonna keep sending out different videos, how we can get up in that figure 4 leg position, as well as adding little steps to the get up as we go. If you're finding that your wrists are uncomfortable on the ground, go back to last week's midweek mobility and start working those wrist stretches so that you can build a little bit more tolerance and flexibility through your wrist. All right, so I hope this helps you out, and if you need anything, make sure to reach out to me and ask. Remember to like, subscribe, comment to the YouTube channel. There you go, P3, and I'll see you next week.